Hello again, and welcome to this episode of Glass with a Class. I'm June Anderson, and I'm glad you stopped by. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you you're probably going to be seeing a lot of editing in this video because Hubby and I both have COVID, and I've been coughing my head off. You may see it roll out across the table. Anyway, here we are. Today we'll talk about Depression Glass Company logos or maker's marks. From what I can tell, there were about 20 or so companies that manufactured our lovely depression glass. And it looks like most of them were in the Midwestern or Eastern part of the United States. There were about a dozen or so glass companies that produced the most or most popular lines of depression glass. I'll try to show you a few of their logos in this video. You can also do a search for depression glass logos and find a lot of them online. The first thing we need to keep in mind is that unfortunately, not every glass company over the years displayed a logo or maker's mark on each item. So we're left guessing or trying to compare picture with picture from different online sites or even with pieces that we own. This is always a shot in the dark. As we've discussed before, some of the best identifying sources are books written by reputable depression glass scholars like Gene Florence or Hazel Weatherman and others. Also, in some cases, the manufacturer applied a sticker with its name and may or may not have included a logo on the sticker. I have a few pictures of logos and marks that I'll show you in a little bit. It's hard to get good pictures from some pieces of glass for obvious reasons like size, lighting, even color or lack of color of the glass. A good place to get pictures of the logos is from online auction or sales sites, but that's not always a good place to get the name of the company represented by the logo. As with pattern names, it's easy to confuse manufacturer names too. For instance, the Federal mark is a capital F inside a shield. Many of us, when we first became interested in depression glass and identifying it, thought this logo was from the Fenton Glass Company, but it's not. It's from the Federal Glass Company. So we have to be careful and patient. Some glass companies change their logos from time to time, so there's another chance to test our patience. Here are a few of the many glass company logos. This is the Federal Glass logo, a capital F inside a shield. And here it is on a piece of glass. Here is the Westmoreland logo. It's capital W over a capital G for Westmoreland glass. Here is a Fenton logo. It's the word Fenton spelled out. You'll notice a small 8 at the bottom. This meant the product was manufactured in the 1980s. Clearly not a depression glass logo. I think they sort of had a thing before 1970 of not putting a logo. So with Fenton, you sort of have to get them identified where you can. Here are a couple of the Jeannette Glass logos. I think the one here that's backwards may have been a picture taken from the wrong side of the glass. It was put on the piece like this so that it could be seen from inside the piece. Here we have the Anchor Hocking logo. It's an anchor over a capital H. Then we have the Hazel Atlas logo with a capital H over a capital A. This is one of the ones that confused me when I started collecting because you have Anchor Hocking and Hazel Atlas. One that is A and H and the other that is H and A. It took me a while, but I figured them out. Here is the US Glass logo. It's not really clear here, but you can do a search and find a clearer one online. It's just really very intricate and small. And this is our featured piece of depression glass today. It's the US Glass Company's 10-inch cake plate in their scroll pattern, and it's in green. It has 3 little feet that lift it up about an inch off the table. The logo is in the middle here, but I'm pretty sure you can't see it because it is tiny. Their logo is also very swirly and a little bit hard to figure out, but it's a U and an S, the US Glass. But it is really intricate and small. Wouldn't you just love to serve a red velvet cake at Christmas time on this little level? I would. Now let's turn our attention to the class portion of Glass with a Class. This is a quick one and just involves a word that seems to be mispronounced about as much as it's correctly pronounced. That word is asterisk. See this little figure? It's an asterisk. And I guess just about everyone knows what an asterisk is, but some of us just have a problem pronouncing it. It is asterisk, but some folks call it an asterisk. It may help you to remember that not pronouncing asterisk with a risk at the end may cause you to be at risk with picky English teachers. And pronouncing it asterisk may get you in trouble with guys named Rick. An asterisk is just a little star-shaped symbol that's placed in documents to call attention to an addition or an explanation of something included in the document. Many times the asterisk appears in the document to call attention to a footnote at the end of the page. For instance, if someone is writing about depression glass, they might say something about a particular piece of glass, and they'll put an asterisk at the end of the sentence. You'll look down at the bottom of the page and see that the writer included the source of the information, so you can look it up yourself and not think that the writer just made it up. It gives credit where credit is due. Well, the class portion didn't take long today, did it? And I hope it cleared up some confusion. Stop by Glass with a Class next time when we'll talk about what to do when you thought you had all the pieces to a multi-piece item and then discovered you didn't. If you want to be notified when the next episode of Glass with a Class is posted on YouTube, you may want to hit the subscribe button. See you next time. Bye-bye.